Remember us. As simple an order as a king can give. Remember why we died. We did not wish tribute, or song, or monuments, or poems of war and valor. Wish was simple. Remember us, he said to me. That was his hope. Should any free soul come across that place. In all the countless centuries yet to be, may all our voices whisper to you from the ageless stones. Go tell the Spartans passerby. Here, by Spartan law, we lie. And so my king died. And my brothers died. Barely a year ago. Long I've pondered my king's cryptic talk of victory. Time has proven him wise. But from free Greek to free Greek, the word was spread that bold Leonidas and his 300, so far from home, laid down their lives, not just for Sparta, but for all Greece, and the promise this country holds. Now, here on this rugged patch of earth called Plataea, Xerxes forged face obliteration!
Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network, and welcome to the Zack Snyder Hour with Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love to everybody in the live chat, which has been jumping, and everybody that will be part of the replay crew as well. This will be a very, very special stream. Shouts out. I'm about to send out some links in a second, right? Because I got a few people that I want to see if they can get on. So if you rock with me and you might want to start getting your setup ready in case you want to come on. You know what I mean? But much love, y'all, man. Look, we are here. It is a wonderful, wonderful day. This is a kind of a special edition of the Zack Snyder Hour, kind of. You know, I just wanted to use this accoutrement, you know what I'm saying, just in that intro, because that is my favorite one, because we here celebrating the 7th anniversary of ZSJL, the day that it was supposed to come out in theaters. You dig? We hear this is the day that the world changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said that in one of my tweets the other day, and I truly believe that. And we about to be here having some fun, rocking out after another successful trending day event, right? Where we trended, and boy, oh boy, do I got some topics to get through, you know, because I got one that's a doozy. Because y'all, I don't know if y'all saw this earlier, but the mother box spoke. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I will get into that later, right? I'm gonna let y'all know what that's about. I can't wait to get into that conversation. But man, I can't wait to get to it. Much love, y'all. Much love, y'all. Let's go ahead and get through with this little opening rigmarole so we can get started with the show. You dig? All right, man. The chat been jumping. It is impossible for me to catch up. Look, yeah. I'm gonna just go through this opening stuff, and then I'll get caught up with the chat in one fell swoop. You dig? Make sure that you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, hitting that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell. excuse me, so that you know when I'm going live and when I'm dropping something. There are a lot of times that YouTube be acting funny and not sending out the notifications, and we can't. We just try to do everything that's in our power to alleviate that and make sure that y'all are getting the notifications. So make sure you guys are hitting those bells, and you will have a better chance of getting that notification. These two hashtags, right, which we here celebrating today. Hashtag sales ZSJL, hashtag sales Snyderverse and Netflix, man. Look, the mother box has spoken. Yo, I can't believe Skynet is on our Yo, I can't wait to get to that, man. Look, these two hashtags, man, the most powerful hashtags in the Zack Snyder community, in my opinion, and others, right? These are the only necessary hashtags that we need to get the job done, right? We are trying to facilitate that conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform, and these hashtags have been the vehicle that we've been using to get all this way, right? Where I said it going on 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years in early January. Ever since we pretty much kicked this thing off, right? I mean, we got an answer from Netflix, from the head of Netflix Film. Zack Snyder has said that he's still interested. We got Warner Brothers that said before all that stuff happened that they were looking to sell stuff and license content out, right? So, you know, it seems as if everybody was kind of on board, and it's just a matter of time of, you know, negotiations and things like that. But we just been over here keeping this conversation going this whole time and just rocking out and letting Netflix know that they got a sizable subscriber base here that's ready and willing to engage with that content if they're able to acquire that license for us. And that's just what we've been on. So if you love Zack Snyder's films and you want to see more of his DC stuff, this is the place for you to be. This is the campaign. This is Rebel headquarters. This is where shit get done. You dig? Oh yeah. I'm letting y'all know now. I'm going off tonight because something happened earlier and I can't believe what happened. And we got a lot to discuss. The rules of engagement that we ask politely that you guys follow if you do want to rock out with the campaign is that we ask that you guys, while using these hashtags, we ask that you guys be positive as we're really engaging with the current home of Zack Snyder, and they've been really rocking out with him and giving him all his projects and letting him do whatever. So we want to reciprocate that energy as a fan base and as fans of his, right? So that's rule number one. Number two, we ask that you guys don't mix the hashtags as we're as we're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible. And third, we ask that you guys don't tag, mention, quote, tweet, reply to, or anything like that anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn. As I said before, we're trying to keep this conversation strictly with Netflix, and we've been making tremendous strides by doing just those three things. So much love, y'all. Also, ZSJL to Netflix and on YouTube and X/Twitter are platforms that you guys should be subscribed to and following, as well as all pertinent information will be coming from there, as well as myself and Apex Leon of the New Geeks. You dig? If you'd like to sponsor a stream, when you guys give super chats, they are tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom, like the homie Mr. Nobody does right now. You dig? And also, last but certainly not least, there is a Seed and Spark campaign for a project, a short film called Haven, that is trying to get some funding to be able to shoot out a series, which I think would be super dope. And it is starring our very own commander of the King's Gaze, Brett Colbert. You know what I'm saying? And it's been great getting to know Brett, and I really just want to make sure that you guys at least head on over to this link. And if you can't donate any money, please just share the link out, as if they've been really working hard and trying to get this thing off the ground, and we want to do everything that we can to support. So go ahead and go check that out, please. And yeah, let's get caught up with the chat, man. This is about to be an impossible task almost. But let's check this out, because this chat has been jumping. This chat ain't been this lit in a long time. I want to say shout out to DC Talk with Extended. You dig, in the building. We got W Mir in the house. We got Dennis Medina, Sin Havoc 5150. We got the Curly Ray in the building. We got Chris Brown in the building. We got you see how they do me? They kick me out of my own stream, bro. See this? It's just crazy. Anyway, we got the homie J Mar in the building. What's going on, J Mar? Where was I? We got El Necron. We got Shred Beard. Oh man, this thing just cut out a lot of y'all chats. I can't see anything before this one, so it's my bad, y'all. But what's going on? We got W Mir, El Necron. Was it the Shred Beard, Anatoly? Who else is in here? We got Osa Fresh, Mark with the member chat for 3 months, saying shout out to the cool table. Shout out to you, Mark. Much love, bro. Let me go ahead and play you this drop real quick. Thanks for the member chat, Brody.
I like Zack a lot as a guy, and he was an incredibly thorough. He did all his own storyboards and stuff, which I think influenced me when I went on to my movies and do the same thing. And I saw how incredibly prepared he was. I thought it was great.
Right. Much love, Sin Havoc saying, and thanks to everyone for putting in the work. Patience will pay off. Stay tuned. Look, we know, man, we just gonna keep working over here, right? We ain't worried about what's going on. We got blinders on, bro. We're gonna continue doing what we do each and every single day. We're gonna keep having these conversations. We ain't gonna let nobody try to bully us, bro, try to stop us from doing any of this shit. It ain't about to happen. You dig? We got Mama Bear Doll in the building. What's going on, Mama Bear? Much love. Mysterious Stranger VA. Right? Saying just sucks is that it's way too late for it to conclude in a live action format. Hey, we're gonna see. We shall see. Right? We got Bat Dan's thoughts in the building. What's going on, Bat Dan? Right? We got Mark with the $2 super chat, just for the strength. And shout out to Mark. Let me go ahead and give you this drop, bro. We get into it.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Good.
Awesome run, Zach.
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
That was fun.
Hear the double touch?
You're like, that's fine.
That was amazing.
That's
That was so cool.
That was a run.
That's good.
You know.
Yeah. Much love, much love. We got the homie, the good Austin, with the member chat for 10 months and had to put the artistic touches on this treat. Thanks to everyone who contributed yet again today. Get your tissues ready. Oh my God, man. Look, Austin been cooking this up for a while, and I can't wait to see this, man. Hold on. Let me go ahead and give you this drop, bro. Much love, and I'm sure that we'll be seeing you on here possibly in a little bit. So, for sure.
Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
Right, yeah. What's going on? What's going on? We got the homie Dovakin in the building. I be butchering his name. I hope that's how you say it. Okay. We got Bishop in the building. What's going on, Bishop? Yeah, all right. I think I'm caught up with everybody in the chat. We got Brogu in the building. All right. Zack Snyder taught John Wick. Yeah. And that's where Keanu Reeves went for his training. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. First and foremost, we got the homie Apex Leon in the building. What's going on, Brody? How you feeling today, dog?
Yo, yo, yo. What up? Today is a special day. Happy anniversary to one of the launching pad of what should have been a launching pad for arguably the greatest comic book film ever made, Zack Snyder's Justice League. How you doing, bro?
Hey, we chilling, Brody. We chilling, Brody.
Yeah.
We chilling, Brody. Hold up real quick. I want to highlight this real quick. Joe Buck said, we're trending, baby. And it said hashtag sales Snyderverse Netflix. And it said Restore is trending too. I'm going to star this comment because I want to come back to this later. You know what I'm saying? I actually, thank you for that comment because I actually want to go back to that later. You know
all I got to say to that right now is
don't spoil
the box.
Don't even give it to him yet, bro. But look. First of all, we here chilling. I'm about to start sending some links out in a second to a few of the homies. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, this was a wonderful day. We hit the trending, entertainment wise. No doubt about it. Wasn't no like, oh my God, it was on the For You page. Cause that's what they tried to say last time. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man, it was on the For You. Well, guess what? Ooh. Oh my God, bro. Nah, man.
Has spoken.
Boom. Trending, baby. Look. And here's the thing. This is the power. And I would like to say this. This is the power of you guys and of this community, bro. Like, you know, we really can come together and just do these things whenever we put that effort in, whenever we have something to like look forward to and be hopeful about, right? We are able to kind of do this. And I think it just goes to show the power of this community, bro. Like, it's nothing else, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely does. That at the drop of a hat, this community can come together and trend and start a conversation, right? It's incredible stuff. And man, I mean, look, you can either fight amongst each other or come together because, you know, dark side could end this whole thing. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that, right? Like, man. Shout out to the chat, by the way. I see a lot of love in the chat. Mama Bear, J Mar, Curly Ray. That's what's up, yo. Anatoly, shout out. Qatar. Hey, man, shout out to y'all, man. I see y'all out there. Appreciate y'all showing up to the homie stream, the anniversary.
Yeah. I'll be sending the links out to some of you guys in 1 second. I just I do got some people that I
shout out to the homie Josh Herrera.
Yeah, right.
The good Austin, Necron.
Right. But
Pool table.
Man, it's like, bro, there are times where this community surprises me, you know, but I'm not even surprised, bro. I'm not even surprised by today, you know, and it's so funny that there's been all of these things that have kind of happened and people have tried to like downplay the impact of this movement and this campaign and this community, right? And so to be able to kind of do this at the quote unquote drop of a hat, right? It just makes it even more special, bro. You know, it just really goes to show the power of this community and what we've kind of forged together. And I think it's special, bro. It's truly special.
Oh, definitely. It can't be understated. It cannot be understated. You know, man, it's especially, you know, just to highlight this particular community cell. And we'll get into details of that later, but you know, the ups and downs of, you know, propaganda and nonsense that have been thrown in our direction to now be, you know, sitting firmly at the top of the conversation. It's incredible stuff. And it's thanks to you guys out there that have done this. You know, it has nothing to do with, you know, just Sky or just me and Sky or the rest of the cool table, the rest of the Syndicate Network. This isn't like an ego thing. We're talking about the very culture in which you guys helped to cultivate. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Bishop. I see you in the chat, brother. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be sending you a link in a little bit, Bishop. Just hold on, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get some love from the Bishop.
Yeah,
I got to hear from the Bishop tonight, bro.
Just hold on.
Everybody, calm down. The Bishop's but look, nah, bro. I think it's dope, man. It's dope what we've been building together as a community, and I think that we'll really be able to get what we've been asking for, yo. That conclusion to this, bro. Like, I see it, man. I see it. You know, the more that we march on, the crazier that things have kind of gotten. But at the same time, I think that it has been that way for a reason, bro. Like the journey has been arduous, and you know, I don't think everybody was supposed to stay on the whole time. And it's cool. Like, I don't even feel any type of way about people that may or may not still want to support what we're doing, because hey, man, like, people, they come in your life for seasons and stuff, and not everybody is meant to do what you do forever, or to be in your life forever, or to work with you forever. Like, sometimes things are just supposed to kind of, like, you know, come and go, and they play a role in your life, and then hey, you just can move on, right? So I think that with everything that's been happening, especially with this topic that we're going to be discussing a little later, it really solidifies what we've been doing. But not only that, it really solidifies what we've been saying, bro. Because I don't know, man, this was a big day, right?
It really was. In more ways than one. You guys will understand what we mean by that later, but it just kind of, it's put a nice bow on it. Like, wow, the things that we've been trying to champion and tell everyone, it wasn't for naught, you know?
Right.
It's been real incredible to see that. It was really dope. I can't wait to dig into it.
And we got our first community member up here, right? We got the homie. I had to make sure that we tapped in with him. We got the homie Bad Dan in the building. What's going on, Bad Dan?
Nothing.
What
just
up, Bad Dan?
What up, Necron? Or
Necron.
Leon and Sky. Just really pumped right now. Doing really pumped, having a great day today. Just doing a lot of hashtags all day, getting the message out there.
Hey, bro.
Excellent.
We had a great day in terms of numbers, in terms of trending and all that, man. And yeah, bro, it was just a beautiful thing, and I really can't wait to get to this one topic. But I'm gonna try to sit on that for now. But Bat Dan, what's your favorite thing about today, and just how are you feeling overall, bro, about this community's ability to kind of come together and do these things that we end up doing?
I feel great that we can all come together and show our support, because we all, at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We all want to just see the proper conclusion to the story that we all love, to see the proper conclusion to the Snyderverse. And just seeing, again, us all come together, I'd say, is my favorite part of the day. Just seeing us all united as much as possible. There's always going to be some division, unfortunately, but at the end of the day, we're on the right side of history. Sell ZSJL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. And, you know, you still hear it. Oh, Restore treated 1.5 million one day. I'm like, cool. Did it amount to us getting it restored? No? Then I don't care if we got 3 million. I care about results. That's more important than number of hashtags. And Cell has gotten that. With Scott Stuber acknowledging it. With Zack Snyder acknowledging it. With, you know what? Hold on a second. I am going to continue to make my point, but there's, I have a bit of a visual aid I need to get.
Hey, Pat Dan said he about to break this shit down for y'all, bro. Yo,
I like where he's going with it too. Because,
yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, like he said, and it's not knocking that. It's cool, but like 1.5 mil, and it for what? What happened? Whole new leadership. They said screw everybody. The thing is, like, we could have one version of our 2 hashtags trending, right? Or post. And it trends once, and an executive sees that idea, and he's like, "Oh, let's spark it. Let's make sell Snyderverse to Netflix, right? Like that one could be the greatest one post of all time. It's not about the number. The number is the thing that kind of gets the conversation going. That there is a fan base out here. Okay, cool. That's what's up. The idea is the most powerful thing."
Exactly, Leon. Exactly. The idea is what gets us there.
Correct.
What you got to show him, Bad Dan?
So, I mean, I know I've shown this before. So this is my Cell. This is one of my Cell shirts that I got. And this is the back of it. So hopefully you can see this in the lighting.
Nobody's pawn. You dig?
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see the signature on here. I know StreamYard doesn't always capture this stuff very well.
Yeah.
Do you know who that? I mean, a reminder. Do you know who signed this?
Sophia Boutella.
Yeah, Sophia Boutella, the star of Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, who gave me a fist bump for being a hardcore Zack Snyder fan. So she showed support too.
Hey, look, bro, there's a lot of people that can try to deny or discredit or whatever, but look, after today, I'm literally not even paying them any more mind. Y'all about to hear about why because even with, hey guys, like because Leon brought up a great point. You know what? No, I'm gonna save that because that gets into the last thing. But first of all, let's just talk about what does this moment kind of mean for everybody, right? As we kind of reflect on the 7 years since this thing has come out, and then everything that has kind of happened since then. Dan, you can go first.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot's happened since this day. It started, the first hashtag of them all that started it. Release the Snyder Cut. A very important part to get to where we are right now, because we can't fight for this. We can't fight for sequels to a movie that doesn't exist. At the moment, it didn't exist and wasn't released to the public in a finished format, I want to say. In a way, I don't want to get all these semantic people after me, but that was, that's how it all started, was fighting for this, fighting when we all saw Justice League. Then we eventually got it. That's when Restore, which I'm going to say it, Restore at one point was needed for this next evolution, because at the time, Warner Brothers, we were engaging with them, fighting for it. And then they pulled the bait and switch with Cavill to now Cell. But we've gone through so many different eras. The release era, the Restore era, and now we're in the Cell era. And just amazing to see how far we've gotten. How many, I mean, you know, I kind of have a hot take that, and I'm going to explain this point.
This is the stream for hot takes, Bad Dan. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually glad that we got Justice League, and I'm going to explain why they're right now is because of Justice League. I made so many friends fighting for the Snyder Cut. I made a lot of friends fighting for the Snyder Cut, and we've raised so much money for AFSP as a result of it. And I just don't think that would have happened if we got Zack Snyder's version in theaters. But here's the other thing too. I know a lot of us complain about the lack of Green Lantern scene and the compromised Joker scene, cutting that "we live in a society" line. But the thing is, despite that, that's probably still the most uncompromised version we could have gotten compared to what we've gotten in theaters, because it would have been a mix of tones, because I know Zach had like a compromise cut that he would have shown, which would have had a lot more comedy and a lot more scenes cut. We also got a more pure version of Zack Snyder's true story as a result of Justice League. With it being non-canon, Zack now doesn't have to obey certain other movies. He would have had to make a lot more compromises, but now there's a lot less compromises he has to make with ZSJL being its own thing, its own separate entity completely. So, you know, there's a lot to be thankful for from getting Justice League, ironically, for that reason. The movie's still an abomination, make no mistake, but a lot of good came from it too.
Nah, I agree, especially when you kind of lay it out all like that, bro. How about you, Leon? Like, how are you feeling about everything that's kind of happened in these 7 years, bro?
Oh, in the entire 7 years, it's been cool. It's been incredible. It's been dope. I appreciate. I don't appreciate Justice League's existence. What I do appreciate, and that's not knocking what you said at all. What you said was, in hindsight, very poetic. What I will say is this: the existence of Justice League, I appreciate that people were able to pivot into another direction instead of just giving up, which screams to the same thing that we're doing, right? Instead of us just giving up and collapsing or just going and flailing and being angry, we created a new idea. Sky came up with a new idea. I helped to cultivate it, and the community followed and helped and strengthened us. So that's what the 7 years represents to me. I think there's a lot of parallel and a lot of similarities from the beginning of the Snyderverse fandom to now. You know what I mean? Something egregious occurred. We pivoted into something better. Fast forward, new regime, something egregious occurs. We're labeled quote unquote fractious. And now we pivoted to something better. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys.
Man, shout out to W Mirror with the $10 super chat saying, I can play my final card in this duel. Snyderverse community. I can now boost attack and defense of every Snyderverse dragon or warrior on my side of the field by 1,000 points. This duel is over, Kaiba. Also, James Gunn. Shout out to W Mirror with the super chat, bro. Much love, man. Let me go ahead and give you this drop, bro.
Exodia! You can't possibly stand against my 3 blue eyes white dragons. Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. But it does contain the unstoppable Exodia. I've assembled all 5 special cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to call him! Exodia! Obliterate! But how? How could I have lost to him?
You play only for power, Kaiba, and that is why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do.
Yo, we got the Curly Ray, aka Jimmy, in the house. What's going on, Curly Ray? How you feeling, bro?
Yo, what is up? How are y'all doing tonight? Y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling very wonderful tonight. Today it's been very fantastic. I've been going through a lot of this stuff. And it's been super dope, getting to rock out with everyone today. And not only that, but just us getting together as a community, because today it just feels like to me that, most of the community, like almost all of us, were really together today in this anniversary. And also, I got my Snyderverse deck right here ready to go when I'm ready to duel W Mirror. And I just been, it's just been wonderful getting to rock out with y'all. And shout out to you, Skywalker. Shout out to Leon, and even shout out to Batman last night for the Rebel Moon stream. And it's just super dope getting to rock out with you guys, and can't wait for more.
Facts, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. For sure. Like,
yeah, much appreciation to you, brother. You always holding it down on the timeline, bro.
Right. Facts, yo. And this from earlier, you know what I mean? Y'all see these numbers. You know what I'm saying? Justice League trending, Snyderverse and Netflix trending, and shout out to El Necron for this shot. But yeah, like we was trending, you dig, bro? What no for you? Yo, y'all know how they be trying to get it. They be like, yo, but it was trending for you guys. Right? Hey, we wasn't on that page.
Yep, we're on the for entertainment, which is for for everyone.
Right? Oh my god.
Yep.
Wait. Hold on, look, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a hard time not jumping to the subject that I want to jump to. Leon, should I just do it, bro?
Well, hold on. How many more topics you got before you get to it?
No, that is the next one, because I really wanted to go in on that. You understand?
I mean, the only thing I'm gonna do is say this, right? So I'm just gonna lay out, like, I'm talking about a couple seconds ground, like a red carpet for this.
Hey, I'm gonna go on mute, bro. Go ahead and do your thing.
I'm gonna just say this, right? After all the conversations that have been had in regards to the validity of the idea, the validity of the uses of hashtags, hell, even the validity of us championing all of this, correct? And, making sure that people were lockstep and not even obeying rules, quote unquote, but just doing things that were more effective for the algorithm and more effective for viewership, more effective for executives to see us, right? We did all these different things and we were called so many names, and people stabbed us in the back, and people created new hashtags, right? The hashtag wars, the hashtag heroes. People did strange things, like they created new hashtags to talk to Warner Brothers, right? And that's the only thing I'm going to say. I just think after everything that I just said that occurred, it's just very ironic, this next conversation that we are about to have, because this next conversation that we're about to have, it was started by us, but it was cultivated and curated by something else completely. It's fascinating. So we're not the ones that are about to tell you guys about, what you should think about other things. And I'm trying to be vague in regards to the fandom. It's not us. It's something else entirely that's out of our hands. So without further ado.
Wait, real quick, because Bad Dan said that he wanted to add something before we change.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna let Bad Dan say what he got to say, and then I'm about to drop this bomb on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I realized we.
Hold on, he said the Sky Wars, the YouTube Wars. That shit is over with, bro. Skynet has fucking spoken. Yo, go ahead, Bad Dan. Oh my god.
I realize we can't get through the 7 years topic, 7 years of where we were, without me bringing up this one thing I did over the summer, which is going to LA to meet you. I promise I'm pointing to both of you, but I can only seem to point to Leon, but I'm trying to point to both of you, where I actually met you guys, you two, in person through this campaigning for self, through fighting for the Snyderverse, making real life friends that I actually flew out to LA to meet in person.
Hey, Bat Dan got on the Batman ride, right? Like,
yep.
We was all riding roller coasters together. You know what I'm saying? It was litty, right?
Yeah. And you even convinced me to get on certain rides, like the Superman ride. And even though you didn't accompany me on this part of the trip, you even convinced me to get on the Jurassic World ride, even though I hate getting my clothes wet.
See? Man, that's what it's about, man. Community, bro. But all right, does anybody have anything else to say before I change topics?
Going once.
This is like in that video game when you be like, yo, you got to go start a mission, and it tells you, yo, anything you want to do, you got to do it now because you have to pass the point of no return.
Hey, what's that cap line?
Which one? Oh, before we get started, does anybody want to get out?
The mother box.
This is dope. Sky Wars, the last rebel, right? We got Sci-Fax in building. What's going on, Sci-Fax? How you doing, Brody? Right? Yeah. But yeah, all right. So if we're all cool, we're gonna go ahead and drop
what up, Sci-Fax?
Okay. So I didn't even get what this was earlier. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get what this was. I had to have this explained to me. And when it was explained, I thought it was very intriguing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here and I see this post, and I think it was from Austin, right? Austin posted this photo with this picture. And apparently this is the new story features on Twitter /X, right? Am I correct, guys? So
that is correct.
Where this feature kind of like uses AI and it scours the platform, you know what I'm saying? Possibly even the internet. Let's just go with the platform /internet. Scours the internet, searches for all these conversations. And then it gives you pretty much a little headline as for just, what the conversation is surrounding this topic. Right?
But it doesn't exist without it trending.
Right? Has to be trending.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be trending. So it's letting you know what is going on behind this thing trending. And I just found it very intriguing that Skynet or the mother box, or whatever, right? Cyborg, however you want to call it. They said this shit is Netflix or never, bro. Like, what have we been saying this whole time? Bro, the AI agrees.
What have we been saying this entire time? The entire time.
It's Netflix or this shit ain't happening.
I'm gonna break it down the way I broke it down to Sky because I was mad hyped. Think about this, right? Think about this.
Oh my god.
We trend today on the anniversary of the release of what Zack Snyder Justice League was supposed to be released on, correct? We were trending today. And we're not the only ones who are a part of the conversation. There are several other hashtags that have become a part of the conversation as well. It's basically the collective Snyderverse fandom, the collective Zack Snyder fandom, his DCEU side of things. We're all a part of this collective conversation. The algorithm sees this trending upward trend of sell ZSJL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Trending. Along with that are other conversations, right? Let's get a Batfleck movie. Let's release an air cut. Let's restore something. Let's do all these things, right? Release, restore, let it go. Fake, buy the whatever. The algorithm says
pepper.
facts, right? You saw I was going with that.
Yeah.
The algorithm sees this, hears this, and says,
Skynet, Leon. This is fucking Skynet,
the mother
bro.
box has spoken. The mother box spoke and said, the Snyderverse debate, Netflix or never. That motherfucker didn't say restore. It didn't say make a damn thing. It didn't say release something. It didn't say nothing but Netflix or never. Because the algorithm sees that the true powerful conversation is with Netflix or nothing. Because that's what makes sense. This isn't an ego thing. This isn't about what Sky wants or what Leon wants or what the Cool Table wants or what the Syndicate Network wants. This is about what made sense. The boss is over at Netflix. He keeps getting the bag. He keeps getting projects. We have not one, but two head of Netflix films having Zachary Edward Snyder's back. It all makes sense. The algorithm sees that it makes sense. The algorithm didn't say Netflix or something else. Netflix or restore. Netflix or make the. Netflix or release the. Netflix or bobbity boo bop beep. The algorithm in this trend for Snyder fans, it said Netflix or never. This isn't just a topic for this. This topic is for Zack Snyder fans. Go look at it. It's not us. We didn't create this. I relinquish the mic.
Hey, bro, this is the algorithm, bro. This is the algorithm, right? Oster said Elon don't give a fuck about this. Bro, it ain't, bro. This is Elon. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. Right? Last hope, bro. Been trying to say that. Skynet. Nah, man. Bruh. The algorithm said this. The AI, the mother box, right? The only logical path forward. Integrity said, oh, okay, cool. I thought this was going a different direction. Nah, bro. This is going in the only direction that it's been going in this whole time.
Thank you for that line right there that you just said, Sky. It's going in the only direction that it's been going in this entire time. We've been trying to get everybody on board. This isn't about who your favorite YouTuber is. This isn't about if you like a guy or you'd go have a beer with a guy. This is about a great idea that's been picked up and covered by Forbes several times, as well as other geek outlets and legacy media outlets, right? Fast forward to now, when we get Zack Snyder endorsing it, we get Scott Stuber endorsing it. And then we get Dan Lin endorsing Zack.
Right.
So this is going in the direction it's been traveling towards, because the idea is powerful. This has nothing to do with if you like Sky or Leon or the Cool Table or the Syndicate Network. And the AI doesn't know us. He doesn't give it. The AI doesn't give a shit. The mother box only knows the conversation, and the mother box said,
it's a change machine, Lee.
It's a change machine. Think about how nuts that is, guys. It's all of us having a conversation.
Alive or dead. You know what I mean?
It saw all of us having a conversation today on the anniversary of this date. And it said, the Snyderverse debate, Netflix or never. That's powerful stuff, man.
All right.
Sci-Fax says,
wait,
you gonna read that?
Yeah. He says, I don't think Ayer has the pull to get his cut out, and Snyder seems to be going downhill. So the movement for that idea is the same as Acolyte, probably. I want to play this video because you say Snyder's going downhill. This is two billionaires talking about Zack Snyder.
After this live event went so successfully here tonight.
I want to have a meeting with him and the director Zack Snyder. He's a friend. We want to talk about doing big movie about the UFC, like a Cinderella Man, something like this. I will try to convince Zack Snyder he liked the idea, and convince also Dana.
Wait, hold on. Wait. How many billionaires was that?
That was two billionaires, and the only one that wasn't a billionaire was the one that was interviewing the billionaires.
Damn. I don't know if they got that, Sky. Could you play that again, please?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Hold on. 1 second.
After this live event went so successfully here tonight.
I want to have a meeting with him and the director Zack Snyder. He's a friend. We want to talk about doing big movie about the UFC, like a Cinderella Man, something like this. I will try to convince Zack Snyder he liked the idea, and convince also Dana.
Man, I was just watching. Wait, hold on. I just watched the UFC fight last night. Dana White was right next to Trump and Elon Musk. What's going on, Ray? Relax. Right? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Go ahead and cook, Leon.
Yeah. That whole, I don't know what the hell that meant. Zack Snyder going downhill. Going downhill where? To go get some money to come back up? I don't know. Look, man. Gone are the days of narratives about whether Zack Snyder is doing a bang up job or if he's going downhill. It ain't even about that anymore. It's about if the executives are going to secure the licensing for whatever he wants to do next. That's really all it's about at this point. That's literally all it's about at this point. It has nothing to do with, because I don't know, man. Like, at this point, if we're scratching our head and wondering like what is going on with Zack Snyder, you might be out of the know, and that's cool. If you lack information about the guy, I could completely 100% understand that, because not everybody knows everything about every director and producer.
Nobody watched The Acolyte, by the way. I just want to add that in. Nobody watched.
Yeah, that's not even like the same in the same stratosphere. Even if you didn't like Rebel Moon or any of Zack's projects, none of Zack's projects have ever gone as low as The Acolyte. Ever. You can have whatever personal opinion you want to have of Zack Snyder or his projects. They've never even touched the surface level, bottom of the ocean level of viewership that Acolyte has done. You know what I mean?
Well, also, Leon, too, the one thing with Zack Snyder, even his haters, they watch his stuff. So all these people like this one in the chat criticizing all his work, you still watched it, didn't you? You still
right,
and that's the views.
And that's my thing. Like, I'm not even debating quality, because this isn't a quality conversation, right? Like, this isn't a stream about quality. This is a stream about an algorithm that exists to curate conversation that goes on during something that trends, chose on its own to highlight the most important part of the conversation, which is the Snyderverse debate, Netflix or never. That's the crux of the conversation, number one. And the other side of the conversation is number two. quality aside of however you want to think about Zack Snyder, and I want everybody in the chat to pay attention to this. Whatever you think about Zack Snyder's films is completely irrelevant because they keep giving him a bag and room to cook. So it's completely irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. We have people that have more money than anybody in this chat will ever see in their life. We have billionaires that call Zack Snyder a friend saying they want him to make films for him. So I like the conversation of, you know, Zack's status in Hollywood. It's already solidified. He's good. He's good doing what he's doing right now. We could have a stream about quality another time. I don't give a shit.
But
Anybody else on the panel have thoughts on this?
At the end of the day, what's a movie's goal? To make money. That's the end of the day. That's what a movie's goal is. And obviously Rebel Moon did well if Netflix is giving Zack that LAPD movie. People are trying to say that, oh, well, they're moving to a lower budget. I'm like, if Zack really did that bad for them, they would have let him go completely. Okay, unless you're Warner Brothers, you don't reward bad directors with more projects. If someone does well, you give them more projects. Rebel Moon did well, whether people like it or not. The movie did well on Netflix. Zack made four movies for a $166 million budget, and Netflix got their money's worth, got their views, which they explained the whole.
Well, I'll help you out even more.
Wait. Because we all know what the Rebel Moon numbers were. It came from Netflix that movie had more eyeballs on it than Barbie did. But let's hear from Netflix about how they gauge whether or not a film is successful.
Scott, you've said that on Netflix, for a $60 million movie to be considered a success, it has to generate about 30 million account views. What did you mean by that? And that's really the first time I've heard you say anything about Netflix success metrics. So what is the barometer for success on Netflix?
You know, each film, like all of us, the P&Ls are different, right? So you're spending different marketing amounts, you're doing different things around it. Having been on both sides of the theatrical business and now the streaming, there's so much out there for the consumer that we're still fighting for time, right? And so we have our own tracking, we have our own anxiety, we have our own opening weekend. So we go through the same thing that everyone else does, and really the same thing applies, which is great, is everything now, because there's too much choice for the consumer across all of our mediums. So we work through those things, but that was kind of a rough estimate of different things take different marketing aspects. So everything is kind of different in terms.
So what do you look at on Monday morning after a big film debuts on the surface?
Well, like everyone else, we have graphs all weekend long. So I'm getting things the same thing. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all weekend. So
you know what we're all watching personally?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you're counting. We're going to talk about it afterwards. But we look at things in our totality. We value over a month, basically. So we look at 28 days in terms of it. And we can, because we can see where things are opportunistic, we can market towards it. So we can market in the second and third weeks as well. So that's our valuation around those first 28 days in terms of how we green light. So we green light off of X money and how much we're going to spend, and we hope that this many people watch in that 28 days, and that's our success metrics.
And one more thing, because we had the billionaires talking about Zack, but let's hear from some executives.
Like that.
Can I make you feel better?
Yeah.
I did too. Because we had Zack Snyder off of
Yes, and he did.
And we had a book that we were developing in the same space with another prominent filmmaker, and we felt like we couldn't do it. And
I thought Ridley Scott should do it. Ridley Scott should do it like Gladiator.
It wasn't obvious until, I mean, kudos to you guys, because it wasn't obvious until it was obvious, right? It was.
But at the time when Zack Snyder came in, I said, okay, are there swords in this movie? No. Yes. Are there sandals, arrows? Yes. Shields? Yes. I said, come on, we just did Troy 20 minutes ago.
Right.
Why would we do that?
Exactly.
But some of those lines. And we took partners in. We had partners.
I think we've all said no. I think if you went back to every no that we've all.
Right? We say, hey, you didn't know until you knew. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, this is all great, right? Because, like I've said, we don't even need to because when we get answers from Scott Stuber, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should pull that up.
Yeah, you should.
Should I
'Cause
pull
I
that
don't
up?
give a fuck about what anybody in the chat
Yeah.
talking about when it comes to hype or whatever. Executives are having conversations about it, and people write articles about it. Like, I don't really understand. Do people not understand how hype goes? Like, name one thing right now in entertainment that is constantly just hyped all day, every day. Hype comes in ebbs and flows. It goes up and down. That's how hype works. And there isn't a greenlit project when it comes to this idea. So, of course, hype is going to go up and down for an idea because people have lives. The Netflix idea gets hyped, super hyped on a day like today, and then it goes back to doing whatever it does on a normal day. And then it goes up again when something happens. Like this is called basic knowledge and logic and, common sense.
Nah, I want to find that certain section quote. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got you on that. Hold on.
Right.
I'll DM it to you. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like, man, this has been a long time in the making. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like way past like the viability of the idea. Like that's something that like we're like way past. All right, we got this chat real quick, and then we about to bring up another guest. Yeah, dig. We got W Mir with the $10 super chat saying, "Wow, anyone who compares Acolyte to Rebel Moon is so wrong. It's like saying Twin Thunder Dragon is the same as Shooting Star Quasar Dragon." Hey, yo, come on, man.
W is hilarious.
I don't know. Let me find a drop for the boy with the it's a $10 super chat. So y'all know what's up. We'll be back in a minute.
Hold on, Dre. You ain't gonna say nothing else before, we continue the party?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just need a moment of silence for this. I see dead people.
Mustard on a beat, how deep, bro. Any rap nigga, he a freak, though. Man down, call an ambulance, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like, what's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many op really got? Mean it's too many options. Finish pass on his body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogie man, I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down, the whole time I know he got some pulling him, extra shit, bully devouring him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they're in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand me down. And party at the party playing with his notes now. And Papa got a real case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedestal. God, fuck him up. I'ma do myself. Why you pulling like a bitch, ain't you? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably
they not like us. 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 They not like us.
Hey, first of all, we got the Bishop on here. What's going on, Bishop?
Yeah, calm down. The Bishop's here. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What up, Bishop?
Feeling real good.
Doing well, brother.
Real quick, wait. I'm getting a little bit
All
of
right, it's good to see everybody.
I'm getting a little bit of an extra from somebody.
Yeah.
You getting the echo from me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me read this real quick.
Let's try something.
All right. We got Leon sending me the quote, but a certain segment of the Snyder fandom have pushed the idea of Netflix somehow buying the rights to the Snyder DC movies and continuing that universe. Netflix's head of film, Scott Stuber, has heard those rumors. And while he didn't throw cold water on them, politely acknowledged the obvious, telling THR, that's always tricky because you don't own it, right? Which is obvious. But he did say that there was a possibility of Snyder's DC movies could end up on the platform, right? Obviously, we would like to license it at some point. We love to have it on so that fans can experience more Zack. And he goes on to say, the more Zack that we have, the better we are. So,
how's that for hype?
Like, hey, up, down. But hey, like we've been rocking on, and we got acknowledged by Forbes, bro. Wait, hold up. Matter of fact, hold up. Let me just do this, right? Because like this has been from like day one, you know what I mean? It's been like since day one, this has been right, like what's been going on. But let me go ahead and let me share with you guys because I want to do that for
while you do that, I just want to say this. How do you question hype when on the fucking day of today, we're literally having a conversation about hype to the point that an AI algorithm on Twitter X curated the conversation about Netflix? We didn't make it do that. It did that on its own. What? Like, what do we... listen, I understand y'all hate Zack Snyder to the point of stupidity, but come on. Like, come on. I don't know.
Yo, let me go ahead and add this to the stage real quick. You know what I'm saying? WBD selling DCEU Snyderverse to Netflix is surprisingly the best option. Right? And this is from January 12th, 2023. So this is almost a year before Scott Stuber said what he said. This like right after because I said this on January 3rd, and this was the second article. This was the second Forbes article. So the idea got put out on January 3rd, 2023. And by January 12th, had already had 2 Forbes articles talking about it, and that acknowledged its viability. So this thing has been viable and able to live on its own for quite some time. Right? We've been rocking out. We've been here. You know?
That's facts.
Like, I know some of you guys might be new to the content. Y'all might be new to this side. But just know, like, we got receipts. Huh? We got...
Listen.
Wait. Hold up. Because we talking about hype. Right? Hold on, man. Because we talking about hype. Right? Hold on. We talking about hype, bro.
And look, I hope everybody understands colloquialisms, right? If I say hate, I don't literally mean you literally hate the man. It's called colloquialism, slang, terminology that people know in the culture and community as sarcasm. I'm not using it literally. I'm using it ironically. I don't know. I know these things are whizzing over people's heads, but just like the term hype.
Right? Okay. Skywalker the Jedi discusses his campaign to sell Snyderverse and Netflix. This is from comicbookmovie.com. Right? YouTube host Skywalker the Jedi opened up on his campaign to sell Snyderverse and Netflix and the impact it's had on himself and the DC fandom. But we want to talk about impact? But it's from April 6th. We've been bussing. We've been putting work in, bruh. To and fro. Right? Man. Look, I know some of y'all new over here. I know. Trust me.
Scott, let me ask you a question. I would kind of liken this to, if we're just talking hype, right? I just want to liken it to something that may not even occur, which is the Blade movie, right? There's up and down hype for the Blade movie, right? People aren't out here on the streets twerking it up for Blade to come out. But whenever something is mentioned about it, there's hype afterwards. That's how hype works. We all go to work, come home, we live our lives like normal people, because not everybody has a platform and content creators. And then when we see something come out, we get hyped and discuss it, and then it kind of dies down a bit. I'm just walking everybody. I'm holding your hand. I'm letting you know how hype works. Like, and tomorrow, if they said, hey, we got this Blade situation fixed, it's straight, we Gucci, everybody and their mom gonna go crazy for Blade.
I'm talking about Blade tomorrow, bro. I'm talking
Fact.
about Blade tomorrow on night shift. Fact.
Just like, and I want everybody to stay with me here, right? Hopefully you follow me so far, right? For all the people that are not understanding hype, if they said tomorrow, hey, yo, we just secured the Snyderverse and it's coming to Netflix, guess what the fuck's gonna happen? It's gonna be hype.
It's up.
Like,
it's up.
I don't know. People are, I don't know.
Well, it's like
Like-
the Snyder Cut had a lot of hype right when after it got released, or after
Right.
it got announced to be released.
Right, like the Avengers. When the Avengers came out, there was hype. When the sequel to Avengers came, like hype comes and goes, it ebbs and flows, and you have to give a reason for us to be hyped. Like today, when we trend, like it makes zero sense to say that the hype for the Snyderverse during the Netflix idea went away of the acolyte, but on the day that it's being hyped. What sense does that make? Like what?
Do you see
what?
a trending day for Acolytes?
Right.
I don't know what's going on with the Acolyte. I don't
That
know.
don't make no sense.
I don't know, but I know one thing.
Real quick, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Yo, man, I don't know, bro. We've been getting it in over here, bro. We've been getting it in over here. I'm just, hey, when I saw that the mother box agrees, I'm like, hold on, let me put this back up.
The mother box has spoken.
Bro, the future has taken root in the present. Look, it's Netflix.
Again, let me explain that really slowly to those that are probably late and don't understand. There, Twitter has this new thing where if something's trending enough, it creates enough hype for it to garner. I'm not gonna break down that word garner. Hype to garner a conversation explained and why there's hype. And the algorithm chose to call it the Snyderverse debate, Netflix or never. The algorithm chose to say that the conversation that Zack Snyder fans are having is about Netflix. Why did it choose that? Because we're hyped today. So to say that there's hype in the same way that Acolyte has no hype makes zero sense. I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys get it.
Nobody watched the Acolyte.
They also trying to compare the Acolyte to Breaking Bad too. So,
bruh.
Hey, nah, we having fun today, man. But look, maybe I'm tripping, guys. I want to get some of you guys' thoughts on the panel, and I'll start with you, Ray. How do you feel about this Netflix or never thing? Because that's just, I don't know, that kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't expect to see that, bro.
Yeah, and I was told that nobody cared about our hashtags. Like nobody cared whatsoever. And then this just pops up. I'm just like, Netflix is the way to go. It's all there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro.
Hold on. I see a lot of goalposts moving in the chat. I just want to respond to that real quick.
Bro,
that's not what we're about. We've said from day one. Get this, guys. This just in. We've said from day one, the most important thing about this was the idea and to not lose hope as fans.
And that and that if we were going to go out as a fan base, we were going to go out on our own terms while being positive. And
we're going to go out swinging. So if it never happens, that's fine.
Yeah.
I still work for a lucrative company. I'm good. Actually, 2. I work with 2 companies. That's just officially. Unofficially, that's none of your damn business. I'm Gucci, baby. Like my life is straight. I'm fly. You this particular individual, you've heard about Sky's life. He's living large. So here's the thing. We're not living and dying off of this. Okay, buddy? At the end of the day, we're just fans and we want to see a thing. Just like every other fandom that's ever existed. But for some reason, when we do our thing, it's got to be a problem and goalposts have to be moved. So just to get you to understand, if it never happens, I'm good with that. I can go to sleep at night and say, damn, we tried, man. We tried so much that they wrote about this thing in a bunch of articles. They talked about it in interviews. People wanted it. They couldn't make it happen. Hey, it is what it is. We can all ride off into the sunset. Hey, yo, y'all remember that time we tried that crazy fan shit? That shit was crazy. That shit was dope. We didn't just sit on our dicks like little assholes and cry. We tried. And we failed with honor.
Yeah.
So it's not about if it happens, that would be the cherry on top. We already won by the fucking idea because they called us fractious and they told us to kiss their ass and go away. But we didn't. So you're not dealing with a regular fandom, okay? You're dealing with a fandom who is we just passionate. We're passionate.
Yeah.
We're passionate.
Don't kick nobody out the chat. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's nothing to kick anybody out. What?
Yeah. No, because I saw this haters get the boot. And I was like,
okay. Yeah, no.
Don't kick nobody out because we all chilling. I welcome. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for the smoke, baby.
I welcome. Right. But no, I just once again, I just think that some people may not be familiar with like how we get down over on this side and like the genesis of this thing, literally it being put together. Because like when you guys talk about the idea and its vitality or whatever, or viability rather, you're literally talking about something that we put together. So now, if you're going to say, or if anybody, because let's take any one person out of it. If somebody wants to say, hey, this idea is stupid or whatever, and it's not going to go anywhere. Cool, right? The genesis of this thing was when the Cavill news came out, and I looked around because I was mourning too. You know, I felt as if I like really lost out on something that I was about to or that it's something that I really wanted to happen, and it seemed like the final nail in the coffin for all of our hopes with this Zack Snyder stuff, right? So when I looked around in this community, in the larger Zack Snyder community, I just kept seeing that it was a bunch of people out there who were like really just not doing well. There was a lot of anger and sadness, and just people were not handling this situation cool. Like, and I just saw all this lashing out, right? And it was all these hashtags of like, fire James Gunn, fuck James Gunn, all these different things that were allowed in, or not even allowed, but just taking place, right? And people were lashing out for quite some time. And I thought to myself, yo, I can't allow the community to just go in this way. Like that, we have to figure something out, you know. And I kicked a few ideas back and forth in my head. The homies didn't know what I was planning, but you know, this ended up being it. And I'm like, yo, because nothing really changed. I'm like, they still don't want to give us what we want. They just kind of officially said no. So how do we do this thing without going through them? And then that's how this got born. And then as soon as the hashtag came out, the homie Leon swooped in and added that second one and cleaned everything up a bit. And we've been rocking out ever since. Right. So that's what the genesis of this thing was. It wasn't for me to like get clout or anything. It wasn't for me to do. It was genuinely because I saw how the community was reacting and I didn't like it. And I figured, hey, if we're going to go out as a fan base, because I know that I'm not one of those toxic Snyder fans that people try to always label us, right? And I know that the vast majority of the people that I was around weren't those same toxic Snyder fans, right? And so with me knowing that, you know, for the most part, there have been people representing this fan base and this community that just aren't really representatives of the community and aren't even really fans like that, but you know, they kind of do it for other reasons. With me knowing that, I'm like, yo, let's come up with some ROEs, let's clean this thing up and let's rock out. And the fact that we have been positive and that we've been rocking out the way that we have is the only reason why we've gotten how far that we've gotten in terms of the recognition from. That was literally in the first article that they dropped, you know.
Facts that this was different from everything else that came before it.
It wasn't even that complimentary of the idea in that first article, honestly, but they said, yo, but they do seem to be, you know, different. And it was because of the ROEs. So, yeah, like that was the win. The win was giving the community and the fan base hope. That was the win. We won when this thing first started. Anything after that is just the icing on the cake, the cherries on top.
Right. Because we've said since day one, we have no control over anything on an executive level. We're just fans who came up with an idea. Like we're not in charge of budgeting and, you know, who signs what and how does the licensing deal works. We can have conversations about that because we're privy to information and we know common sense. You know what I mean? Like we understand how business works, so we can have those conversations with the audience and with the fandom and with the community. But like we have never said anything official, like, we don't even have large demands. It's just Zack Snyder, live action, and stay the hell out of his way. That's it.
That's it.
And hell, we've even gone on to say that it could be any third party.
Facts.
Hell, we've even gone on to say
it could go to WBD. It could go to
WBD.
Yo, we don't care.
Could come out and do the Snyderverse again. What we're saying is we're not having a conversation with them because they said F off. Okay, cool. If what we're doing now sparks a conversation and they want to do something, that's on them. It's all on whatever studio wants to do whatever. But as fans, we're trying to gear our conversation towards passion and positivity and rocking out. Not like Zach's movies suck or the hype and that's bullshit. That's not what we're here for. We're a fandom. We rock with Zach. That's what we're here for. And I'll say this one last thing. Well, not one last thing because I'm probably gonna keep cooking because I like talking shit about hype. Is this how hype works? Once again, when Zack Snyder released Rebel Moon, they asked him questions globally. He stood in front of a global audience. One particular audience was the Brazilian outlet. They quickly asked him, if Netflix secured the Snyderverse, would you do it? And Zack quickly was like, look, if Netflix got the Snyderverse, of course I'd do it. I'm sure Sky has that clip. That's how hype works.
It ain't up here because, you know, I was having to do all those political.
Right. A Brazilian
having to
outlet that
shuffle
was
these
interviewing
videos
him
out.
about Rebel Moon asked about sell Snyderverse to Netflix. And then on the red carpet, I forgot my man's name that always wears the glasses. He's always suited and booted in a tailor suit. The guy from, I think it's Variety. He's always asking questions on the red carpet. The journalist, he asked Zach, he said, Zach, I know you guys are busy and I know you guys are doing the Rebel Moon thing, but you know your fans want you to continue DC. What's up? Would you like to continue with DC? Of course. If they were able to secure DC, of course I would love to come back and do DC.
And that was during Rebel Moon, right? Yeah.
And that was during Rebel Moon. That's how hype works. Hello. Is everybody okay with hype? Raise your hand if you're okay with hype. Okay, I'm just hypothetical. You don't have to do that.
Real quick. We got the homie, the good Austin in the building. What's going on, boy?
What it do? What up, Flash?
What up? What up? And to make sure I'm muted. Classic. I was about to start talking. I'm like, I know better than that. How are we doing?
He said, clip this last minute. Yo, all right, we got it like 126 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
6. I'll try and get a clip. I'll write it down.
It's somewhere around there. But yo, what's going on, Austin? How you feeling, homie?
Great, man. Great. Today is usually a day where putting in bets, doing sports stuff, making sure I'm all good and caught up on what's going on in the sports world. And I was doing a little bit of that, but mainly for like the past like 48 hours, maybe longer than that, maybe 72 hours, maybe 50. Phil call it 52 hours. I've been getting this little special treat together and going in on it. Barely slept last night, woke up with like 3 hours of sleep and just went to town today. And obviously every time I went on the timeline, just going to work like I was a bot, dude. Just like repeat, repost, and then quote tweet, write some clever stuff out. Boom, boom. Right, like I was going to town, like I was working today. But it was totally worth it, and I wanted to be a part of the trend. Like that's how I was when we started this thing. Like when we were back hashtagging release, and I wasn't a part of any group or anything. I was just a part of the Snyder fandom. I'm like, oh, I want to partake in this. Let me hashtag. And I didn't do anything else. That was it. Just, okay, I'll put a tweet out. Boom. Let's see if that ever happens. And then we got the Snyder cut. So I started to obviously do a lot more. So this day is the anniversary of the beginning of all that. Beginning of this fandom coming together, becoming a bigger fandom, becoming united and all fronts. And obviously with Hollywood stuff happens, but the real people have stuck around and still are here and still fight for it, not day in and day out, but some of us do. And we talk about it, we think about it, we listen to it, we watch it. So this thing kicks around in the back of our minds, if not the forefront of our minds. It just depends on what day it is and how much free time we have. But I've been thrilled and honored to be a part of like this group, this community, a part of the Cell movement, and the fact that this all comes from like every ending creates a beginning, or every beginning has an end, or whatever, all that. But they tried to end the Snyderverse with that Justice League cut, and they tried to end Snyder in his career. But obviously, we've seen that didn't happen, and they couldn't even not get the Snyder cut, out of existence. They couldn't wipe that. It was too powerful, and the fandom is too powerful. So the fact that people who are in the positions of power and have all the money, so to speak, well, together collectively, we have more money power than they do, and we showed that, and we continue to show that. Even with the collectibles being sold out, his fan events being sold out all the time when he's able to show Zack Snyder's Justice League on IMAX. For the few people who have been able to go to those things always sell out. Even when there was, rumored and thought to be earlier this summer that Zack Snyder's Justice League was going to be released in theaters worldwide, like the internet was on fire when that happened. Like I think Fandom Wire, or there was one ticket place that was advertising tickets already. Like they're like, oh damn, where we should get on top of this. Fandango. Like, what, are you kidding me? So just the premise, the idea that could happen spawned
And that turned out to just be the
LA
thing at the LA thing.
Yeah.
But Fandango was like, yo, I need in.
Right.
If ZSJL coming to theater, this motherfucker, I want in.
We need in on that because it's gonna go to every theater, most likely.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they was thinking.
Yeah. So it's
We
just
was all thinking that shit. Like, what?
Yeah,
The-
I was. I was disappointed when it was only going to be in LA. I'll be honest, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I was too. I'm sure everybody who's not in LA or couldn't make it to LA felt that way. But it's all good.
I feel bad for y'all for about 5 seconds.
You've been feeling bad for us for every event you go to, bro, for about 5 seconds, and then it's
but
man, this is sick.
I bring y'all with me, don't I?
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's the point.
That's the point, bro.
That's the point.
We going together.
That's the point. And then we have, honestly, and I felt like a part of these events. And even when it was so funny when I was in LA and I was around these guys and at Sky's house, is like, man, it's so weird. It feels so familiar. Like, it feels like I've been here before, but like, I have to keep telling myself, like, yo, this is the first time you're meeting these guys. Like, like, chill out, bro. Like, I had to keep telling myself, like, these guys don't know you like that. But I felt like we did, man. And we do. Because of all the time we spend together, all the things that we end up doing through the interwebs and through this movement. So they tried to kill it back on 11/17, 2017, but obviously it's only grown into, something they can never control at this point. So the level of hype relies on the people in power being able to get things done that garners the hype. It's not on us. We always have the hype.
Facts.
Facts.
We got the power. You're right. Hey man, hold up. This thing just got a whole lot cooler in this.
Breezy.
We got El Necron in the building. What's going on, El Necron? What's going on, bro?
What is up, everyone? Dude.
Shout out to the cool table.
The cool table. No, the story. But I got to tell the world. And I kept it from your show, Sky, because you guys already know. I'm out on Saturday night. Yes, I'm hitting up the dispensary, my friends. I'm up there. I'm doing my thing with my wife. My wife is wearing an AEW shirt. I got a random death metal band shirt on. No Snyderverse stuff.
AEW. And shout out to your wife for representing AEW.
Dude, wait till you hear this. So, and the dude working the dispensary, he's a hype dude, right? He is like, and she's all AEW. And I'm like, I like this dude already, man. He's fucking cool. And I was like, yeah, I fucking high-fived the dude and whatever. We're having a good time talking about stuff. And he goes, yeah, man, I am just a Zack Snyder fan. I go, say what, dude? Out of nowhere, Sky, it's like one of your little world experiences, right? Where you're just it just came out of nowhere. And I go, what? You like Zack? He goes, yeah, dude, Zack Snyder, dude, I am into it. I want to see the Snyderverse restored. I can't believe it. Effing James Gunn and fuck that dude, and he screwed up everything that was going to be awesome. And I'm like, hey, dude, right away. I'm like, fist bump. I go, dude, you got to know about ZSJL to Netflix, man. And he's like, what's this? And I ran it down for him, and he was like, oh, that's badass. I go, hey, man, are you subscribed to Skywalker's channel? And he's like, nah, man, who's that? And I go, he goes, give me my phone. He goes, put it in the YouTube and I'll subscribe. So I put it in there, and I was all slick, and I put your name, and it came up, and I already hit subscribe for him. So it was just one of those badass, random real world experience. Not these weirdos in the chat, you come in, and say all these weird things. The real world operates different than the internet, surprisingly, people. Real world wants Zack Snyder. Random dude, hanging out in the dispensary on a Saturday night, working there, telling me this is love Zack Snyder. Has no clue who I am. Has no clue, what we are involved with or whatever. Dude, it was just the fucking coolest shit. And the AEW, Leon, that was badass too. He's like, and she's all AEW. I was like laughing, dude.
That's what's up.
Dude, it was so cool. So cool, dude. And I was like, was someone saying something?
Oh no. Go ahead and keep going, bro.
Nah, dude, I was just like, it hyped me up, dude. It was like fucking almost, midnight, man. We're like, my wife, she's cool. She's like, wow, so that's your Snyderverse stuff, huh? And I'm like, yeah, man, that dude was cool. He knows what's up. Oh, and he showed me a video on his phone from Halloween. Him and his wife, he was dressed up as Batflick, and she was Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Oh my God, bro! Right?
I was like,
oh, that's hard.
Yeah. Batflick was smoking the bong too on Halloween too.
Yo, crazy, bro.
I was like,
that kind of
reminds me. Hyped up, dude. I was like, this is fucking rules. I met this dude.
That reminds me of, I think I told y'all that time that I was at my homie's barbecue, and he just told me on like some slick stuff. He was talking about like his baby moms, and he was like, yo, she into that Snyder shit. And I was like, what? Yeah. and like, as soon as she came out, I was like, yo, you like Zack Snyder? And she literally just started telling me about how the Snyder cut saved her life, bro. And like how she just watched it at this time and how much it hit her and it resonated with her and blah, blah. And I was just like, yo, man, this is why we do this shit, bro. This is why. Because when you have these real world experiences, it really puts it in perspective, right?
It really does. Yeah.
That the internet and reality are two different places, yo.
Facts.
Two different.
Right.
I mean, and when you meet, someone that's into Snyder, it's like they're into it, like it's like passion for it though. And it's just so different than what you get on the internet, when you have one of these experiences with a random person. I wasn't expecting to hear about no Snyderverse in the fucking dispensary. I was doing our thing, and wow, man. So
that's what happens, man.
We are out there, and I told him, I go, hey, dude, subscribe, dude. You'll find a new home, man. Just check it out. We're all about it. We're trying to get it back. And then seeing all this stuff today.
Netflix or never. That's dude. What they... Bro, the mother box said that, bro.
The mother box. I mean, the algorithms of algorithms, right? The damn Elon Musk, Twitter X, whatever the hell it is called. But anyway, it's the algorithm of algorithms. It's like, hey, guess what, man? This is the conversation that's having. There is no other conversation. Netflix or never. Do we all realize how big that is, really? That's
what I'm trying to say. That's why I kept going off and sounding like an asshole, because I don't understand how we're having a conversation about the validity of hype and the definition of hype, when literally you have to be fucking hyped for this conversation to be on the algorithm.
No kidding.
That just makes no sense to even ponder upon it.
This, the conversation of I don't like Zack Snyder, I do like Zack Snyder. That's history. It doesn't matter if you like him or don't like him. He's transcended those type of conversations. Zack Snyder is a pop culture phenomenon all to himself. And these conversations, well, I don't like the wheat getting cut. Well, you know what? There wasn't 20 minutes of wheat getting cut. You just had your head up your ass for 2.5 hours and didn't realize what a great movie you were missing and the reasons and the metaphors for all these things that go on in this movie. Because probably, you know what? You probably don't watch things that have a little bit of a having to think behind them. So, I mean, Zach,
that was my favorite part, bro. The weekend cut was my favorite part, by the way.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts. I love that part.
South Cal, you good, bro. You ain't got to apologize.
Hold up. No. Leon, can you please explain this for South Cali guy real quick?
Well, indeed I will. See, what happens is, normally, when you have something that's hyped and trends, it just goes on the trending page. It goes either under trending, for you, entertainment, etc., etc., etc. It goes under whatever category it is trending under. In this case, in Elon Musk's version of Twitter/X, he has done the smart thing, and he's created an algorithm, AI, that can curate whatever the conversation is in the hyped trend that is occurring. In this case, you have the entirety of Zack Snyder's fandom in many different forms having a shared conversation trending, correct? It's restore, it's release, it's make the, it's that, it's da da blah blah blah. And at the top of said conversation is hashtag sells ZSJL to Netflix, hashtag sells Snyderverse to Netflix. How we know it's at the top is because in this category here that is curated by the AI, which we have dubbed the mother box, it says the Snyderverse debate, Netflix or never. The AI who poured through many conversations within our fandom and about Zack Snyder and why the Snyderverse is being discussed has decided to highlight that the most prevalent and potent conversation in the entirety of the fandom, and I'm not BSing, go click it yourself, is that it's Netflix or never. Netflix or never. Not restore, not a make the, not a air, not a that, da 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 blah blah da da dee blah blah blah. It's simply click that and you'll see. Like you'll literally see. It's not just our hashtag. It's you know all the others too, but you'll mostly see like the Snyderverse stuff for Netflix because it's trending higher. But it's just interesting because everybody's conversation about Zack Snyder continuing the Snyderverse in whatever form they think it should, the algorithm chose that. Literally. So yeah. There we have it.
Thank you, my good sir.
You are.
Appreciate you
very
breaking
welcome.
it down.
Very, very welcome.
Well said,
Right.
Leon. Well said.
Thank you. But let's go ahead and play this video from Austin, and then we'll go ahead and get to the rest of the conversation. Right? Because I really want to see this. The homie's been working real hard. You did. Oh wait, no. So if I start it, it's just gonna play, huh? All right. So I want to play this because the homie's been really putting mad work in on this thing, and we about to rock out and watch this thing right now. So anything you want to add before we start this, Austin?
This will be on both hub accounts afterwards. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, definitely subscribe to the YouTube. You're going to see our reactions and see the video on this live. But on the hub account, you'll be able to see the full video in its full entirety. So if you want to watch it again, you go watch the hub account right after the stream, actually.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and rock out with this thing right now.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
There's a war coming, and I'm here to help.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I've gone by many names and taken many forms. And like you, I've realized I have a stake in this world, and it's time I started fighting for it.
Well, we can definitely use the help. Glad you're here.
Fuck what they talking about.
I don't care how much hype you think we have or don't have. You've never seen hype until you've seen us.
Yo,
That was
man.
sick.
That was great,
Austin,
Bro, what do
bravo,
Bro, are you not entertained?
bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
Appreciate it. Hey, I just built on what Zack Snyder built and the great song from Leonard Cohen, and another little song by Daniel Thesian, I believe his name is. I used at the end because after I was done with all that, I realized I didn't have much Martian Manhunter, and also we had all seen the Snyderverse and the Snyder Cut, and we knew the conclusion of that. But it's all about the cliffhanger. Like, if you don't watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, you don't know why we're still fighting.
Yeah.
Yo, there's a war coming. So I kind of had to remind everybody about that, and just put that all together to culminate this day, the Snyderverse, what it means to go on to Netflix and all that. So I wanted to include everything. I hope I did. I know I did. I made original logos besides David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I made an original logo for Man of Steel 2, for Make the Batfleck movie. It was just Ben Affleck's Batman. That's what it's called. And what on the logo at least. And then there's the original logo for Justice League, and then I did a logo for Justice League 2 and 3. And just put that all together because everything needed to be included in that. You know, on the original it says only on HBO Max. It says Justice League # the Snyder Cut. But that's not what we're doing now.
The Mother Box algorithm agreed with you, Austin.
I'm so glad I found that earlier. I just saw that. I was like, oh, this is what it's telling me now. Instead of showing me hashtags, this is what I'm getting. Yo, shout out to Cool One with that icon. I see you with the avatar. That's dope. But yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. And like I said, if you want to watch it again, I don't know if Sky wants to play it. It might fall out when I dip out, but it's on the Hub Accounts YouTube right now.
Yeah, y'all go check it out over there. I ain't about to play it again because I ain't about to get my fucking.
I was just saying we don't want to tempt fate.
Yeah, like hey, bro. They be
hating.
Waiting to snipe me.
Find a way to get you. Yeah.
I kept looking at my phone, like making sure it was still good. I was like, "We good? All right, we good."
Bro, I kept checking the chat, like waiting on them to say, like, "Oh my God, what happened? Where it go?" Right?
We were good. I think we were good because of how we did it. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. And there's one part in there with the music that's really funny. One of the lyrics, I tried my best, but it wasn't much. And what's on screen, like, it's like he's saying it to Martian Manhunter. It's one of my favorite parts of that entire freaking video. I hope you guys see that next time you watch it. But I want to.
I got a question.
Yo,
when he said "Heard" and it was in the Amber Heard scene, was that on purpose? Or you didn't? Or was that by accident? Because that was an accident. That was a crazy accident.
I just left that. That was from Zach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to guess what I took out and what I didn't. There were some Wonder Woman parts I took out and added in some other scenes. Some Man of Steel scenes, some BVS scenes, and we don't have the official, HD version of the Green Lantern scene, and I didn't want to use AI, so I used the scene that Zach hinted about. Maybe Green Lantern was watching when Superman's pulling the big ice or the big tanker through the ice, and there's northern lights in the sky behind him. That was the most I could get for Green Lantern, really. So that's what I did, and it went really well with the music.
Yeah, it was all beautiful, man. That was dope. Good stuff, man.
Thank you.
That was dope. Anybody got something to say to Austin before Austin dip out of here?
Outstanding.
Austin,
thank you,
W. You did a really great job. And just for the record,
you on mute, Bishop.
Or should Bishop or anyway, I was just gonna say.
Oh no. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Batman.
Okay, yeah, so but just for the record, some people don't know, my StreamYard has issues so that it doesn't always play music, so I had to go on mute and watch on my phone. So when I was looking at my phone, I was absolutely watching the video, and it was just, again, great work, Austin. There's a reason why I've hired you to do my intros. Phenomenal work. Great tribute to the first trailer of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Seeing everything, and I love the little details, like including the air cut, including the Batfleck movie, including Man of Steel 2, just kind of showing what I call the perfect completion of the Snyderverse. Like the main ask, ZSJL 2 and 3, or whatever it turns into, but for now, ZSJL 2 and 3. But in like perfect completion, air cut, Man of Steel 2, Batfleck movie, just including it all. showing just what we are passionate about. It was just really great seeing that and showing just, again, great work all around, and I can't wait to see more videos that you have.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm back. Yeah, Austin, it was a beautiful piece of art, man. Like always, man. It was just beautiful.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
It'll be echoed on your stream.
We got a pick.
Echo.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, bad thing though. I appreciate you saying that about the perfect culmination of what the Snyderverse would be on Netflix, because obviously we have like the main ask, like the bare minimum of what we would take, but I often like kind of hate when we have to do that. It's like, why can't we dream? Why can't we ask for everything? Why can't, like, and I'm not saying I hate that we have to do that, but other people try and pin us down and like, oh, you guys can't get everything. If anything, you only get this little bit, if anything. And it's like, yo, I hate when people try and be pessimistic about what's possible. Like, we aren't in the driver's seat here as far as what's possible. We're just asking for anything. So thank you for saying that. That's why I put it in the video, because it's not just about the conclusion for Zack Snyder's Justice 2 and 3, which would be great, but there's so many other fans that want so much more. So to say just 2 and 3 would to discount them, and I obviously don't want to do that.
Austin, you just inspired me to release something, which I will. It was something I was working on, which I don't know if people remember that I was doing like a Restore the Snyderverse. I mean, this is back in like 2021, 2022, where like a Restore the Snyderverse hierarchy chart, where I was like having like, bare minimum and like, second tier and whatnot. I created a version for Cell, and after what you just said, Austin, I'm actually tempted to get that finalized and show that. Thank you, man. Because I think, negotiation, you ask for it all and then take what they can give you.
Mm-hmm.
And I argue with like the Batfleck movie, for example, for perfect story completion. We got that scene with Lex Luthor and Deathstroke and ZSJL at the end of it. Without the Batfleck movie, that scene goes nowhere. And that's in ZSJL, so that's canon to the Snyderverse. So, And besides, when something's successful, you do more. So even if right now Netflix only wants to do ZSJL 2 and 3 or equivalent of, if it's successful, when it's successful, and maybe, let's say, another franchise isn't, you don't think Netflix will want to do more? You don't think the new owners of DC will want to capitalize on that success?
Exactly.
Because, with the rumored DC for sale, but that's another topic. But yeah, so great work.
Yo,
again, great work,
thank you, man.
Austin.
Yeah, shout out to Austin. A W Mir with the $2 super chat saying Shao Kahn outstanding. Right? Let me go ahead and play this video. Right? Because this was actually shot to me from the Sin Havoc. This was the video of Zach being asked about the whole DC stuff.
I know you said that you wouldn't be back except for The Dark Knight Returns, but I don't know if Netflix finally has it and you could hypothetically continue, would you be open to it?
If Netflix had owned the rights to the DC characters in my extended universe, of course I would absolutely whatever. No question.
Fans will be very happy.
Yeah.
Fans will be very happy. And about superhero movies, I have to agree because you are one of the biggest figures in the industry. Do you feel that these movies are losing popularity? Because I think that, and why? Precisely why? Why do you think it's happening?
I mean, we've been watching superhero movies every weekend for 15 years or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's not outrageous that there is that the graph is gonna fluctuate, Yeah, and so I just think that I don't think by any means that the I don't think the superhero movie is completely like done. I think that, but I do feel like there's an onus on the filmmakers and on the people who are the guardians of this IP to be sure that they are bringing audiences the highest quality material they can, because now audiences are very sophisticated. They know they know it. They know the stories now. You need to surprise them again.
I know you said.
So well put, man. As always, he's half asleep, probably barely on any coffee. Like, yeah, man.
Oh yeah, that's him taking his world
Facts.
tour, promoting, flying to different locations. Yeah,
I'm feeling like he was right now, so I'm gonna dip out. But I obviously continue the conversation on. That's what this whole thing is about. And make sure you guys go to the Hub account, sells ZSJL the Netflix on YouTube, on Twitter, and check that video out and retweet it and hashtag and do all the great things. Comment on the video, like that video, make sure we get it up in the YouTube algorithm. So people who are just randos like, wait a second, what's this? And then they'll click on it and they'll be like, oh damn, I forgot about all this. And they'll get all rehype again, and we just bring up the conversation so that the conversation goes up the ladder. And that's all we need to do. And that's what we've been doing. And that's what we'll continue to do. So thank you for having me on. I'm going to go put my head in the pillow and rewatch the rest of the stream tomorrow morning when I go to work. So everyone be nice to me.
Oh, right. Hey, so, hey, and make sure that you download this stream, because I might have to cut that part out of the YouTube later. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how for YouTube be acting.
Yeah. We can
be
download
like,
from StreamYard. I know.
Like, oh my God.
We're not going to monetize your entire channel.
Demonetize. Yeah, no.
You might as well get a different name, because screw your channel. All right, thanks,
yeah,
YouTube.
bro. YouTube be messing with you,
For
bro.
a 5-second clip? I thought we were good for a 5-second clip.
They said 4 seconds was too long, Austin.
I know.
Right?
Dude,
that shit was crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit was
They
crazy.
change the rule every other day, bro.
Bro, 4 seconds, bro. I was like, what?
Dude, I was
4
bugging.
seconds of a clip?
I didn't have to say anything to you because I knew you were on top of it, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone, have a great night. Continue
awesome.
doing what you're doing. I love the hell out of y'all, and enjoy the video. And we'll see y'all next trending day, next video. You know what it is. Ciao.
Peace.
Yes, you dig. And with that, we're actually going to start closing down, because I actually got to go take this dog back to his owner pretty soon. Yay for me. I've been dog sitting for like almost a week. You know what I'm saying? And his dad's finally about to be home. I'm about to take him back. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he's been a trooper, but he just keep barking throughout these streams a few times. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Bat damn, bro. You want to go ahead and give your final thoughts as we kind of close this thing on out, Brody? What you got to share with the people?
Absolutely. I'm just going to say today was a great day. Today was a great day for trending, for showing our love for Zack Snyder, showing our love to just get the proper conclusion to the story that we all love as an Elseworld. Not asking for anything else to fail or succeed. If it fails or succeeds, it's, as you said, on its own merit. Not because we wanted to get the Snyderverse instead. And just, again, the fact that an unbiased AI said that this was the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And I want to just remind people, the whole point is to not give WBD the engagement. We know that WBD will need to sign off on this. We know, I mean, and as you said, we're okay if WBD ends up doing this. The idea is to not give WBD the engagement in the meantime. Restore gives them engagement. Sell is absolutely the way. And there's only two things that will make me not use these hashtags anymore. One, them succeeding. Two, Netflix buying DC itself. Because at that point, sure, they already own the Snyderverse by owning DC. Then we can talk about it then. But until that happens, sell ZSJL to Netflix and sell Snyderverse to Netflix is the way. And I will be showing my chart that I created very, very soon. And again, Sky, thank you for having me on. And on that note, Have a bat-tastic day.
Bat-tastic day, y'all, for sure. Hey, I appreciate
waiting
you
for
for
that.
jumping up, right? That's the calling card, bro. Nah, I appreciate you hopping on, Bat Dan, and giving your thoughts, or giving Bat Dan's thoughts, right? Because this is a day to celebrate as a community, and I wanted a bunch of you guys here just so we can all kind of bask in this and talk about it, right? Let's all discuss what's going on. Let's discuss the mother box saying that the conversation is Netflix or never. I'm like, yo, man, that's all I've been saying. Like, can we just all get? You know what's so funny is, you know what? Never mind. I'll save that for my final thoughts. Anyway, let's keep going around the panel. You dig? Hold up, real quick. We got W Mir with the $5 super chat saying, last thing, all new Rebel Moon games are saying from the hit Netflix sci-fi film / series, you do not market that way unless Netflix approves it. Bro, we getting games, bro, toys, all kind of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? All kind of t-shirts. Somebody said that they were selling it at Ross, right? Well, I was at the Netflix store at the Egyptian, and they got hella Rebel Moon stuff in there. Hella Rebel Moon stuff. Some be more than never mind. I ain't about to do that. But anyway, let's keep going. We got the homie Bishop D.N. Williams on the panel. Bro, what's your final thoughts, man, as we close this one out? I will get that right after this drop from the homie. I gotta run this one more time. I'm sorry, y'all.
Exodia! You can't possibly stand against my 3 blue eyes white dragons. Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. But it does contain the unstoppable Exodia. I've assembled all 5 special cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to call him! Exodia! Obliterate! But how? How could I have lost to him? You play only for power, Kaiba, and that is why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do.
All right.
You know, that's apropos the last line, right? Like, if you put your heart into the game. See, if you play for power, if we started this sell shit for power, we'd have already lost. We put our heart into the game, and that is why we already won.
For sure. Yep.
Can you feel it? Yo, Bishop, go ahead, bro.
Oh man, I'm guys, I'm just happy to be here. I don't know if I'm still echoing, and if I am, I apologize.
As long as nobody else talk, we should be good. Oh wait, no, actually, it's not. Oh shit, yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
All right, yeah, it would at the end of the stream. Anyway, but first of all, being up here just to hear Leon and his voices, it was worth it. This is a powerful movement. And we know this. When you started this, we knew that when it started to take flight, we knew that it was going to be a big thing. When Forbes mentioned it twice, we knew it was going to be a big thing. That's why I always say in the chat. Once again, it's coming, y'all.
It's coming, y'all.
It's coming. Just be patient. Just be patient and keep fighting. It's coming. I'm honored. I am honored. My last video was my 97th, I think. My 97th video that I've done on my channel. And ever since the first day, I've always mentioned hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix and hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix. And I always mention, okay, because I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm honored that you guys welcome me into it. And I'm here to fight just as strong as you guys are. That's why I put my armor on tonight. You know, that's why the connection is kind of acting up, because, you know, I'm over here in Themyscira, so, you know, it's kind of far away and it's kind of janky, you know. So, but
Themyscira and Wi-Fi.
Right, you know, I tried to tell mom about it, but, you know, hey, what can you do? But but I'm just honored, guys, and I love every one of you guys on this panel, in the chat. I thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this strong, powerful movement. And it's not over. It's just beginning. It's just beginning.
Hey, we appreciate you being here, Bishop D. and Williams. Always a pleasure, bro.
Appreciate you, Bishop.
Right? For sure, for sure. Yeah, this is a beautiful day. This is a beautiful day indeed. Let's move on to the homie, the Curly Ray. What's going on, Curly Ray? Let's go ahead and get your final thoughts, bro, as we close this thing on out, Brody.
Yeah, man, I've just had a wonderful day, getting to talk to these, talk to you guys about these things. And, because we've been able to get together and talk about all these things that have gone, how we've gotten this far, all the goals that we've been achieving. And like I said, I just think we need to continue with what we are doing. Hashtag sell CSJL to Netflix and sell Cyberverse to Netflix. And also, that was an awesome drop. In fact, I actually have a Japanese Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon card here in my drawer. I just want to show it to you guys. I know it's a little bit blurry here on the camera, but this is actually a shiny, and this is from Japan. This is not from America. This is from the OCG. So I just wanted to show that to y'all.
So cool.
Even to W. Mirror, because he's a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan.
Yeah.
Hey, look at W. Mirror over there. Right? He over there peeping. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, what's going on?
See, I also hold up. See, I also got these right here. Y'all looking?
He said how much? He said that Snyderverse deck.
Yeah,
right? You got that Snyderverse
Yo,
deck.
that's sick.
Right?
That BVS.
That is so sick.
I got this today. I actually got the Nightmare Batman one today.
Nightmare Batman. Yeah, man. Look, see, we rocking out. Let them know, Curly.
You have the coolest things.
Right.
What, like this?
Yo, see, real fans over here, man, rocking out, supporting, you know what I mean, getting the merch is that they want, is that they think is dope, rocking out, man, sharing it with the community. That's what this shit is about, man. 100%.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But anything else that you want to add, Curly Ray?
I do have some stuff coming up for Rebel Moon Theory. Just be on that hold up, I almost screwing my words. Just be on the lookout for that. And just wanted to thank y'all for having me on here tonight. I've had a wonderful time having this conversation with y'all, rocking out with y'all tonight. So I just wanted to say thank you for having me tonight.
Oh, for sure, Curly Ray. And you already know, whenever we can have you on, bro, we love to have you on the platform. You dig? Much love, much love. L Boogie.
I want to hear that live.
For Dark Side. Right. What's going on, Necron? What's your final thoughts, bro? As we close this thing out, man.
We always have the superheroes, but you need a bad guy. We got to root for Darkseid to come.
Wait, no. Shut up, Necron.
No.
Leon.
What happened? What I missed?
Did you hear what he said, bro? No, time out. Necron, repeat what you just said, bro. Because I said for Darkseid, and then what did you say, Necron?
I said, I don't even remember exactly, but I think I said something like,
you always need a bad guy.
oh, yeah, you always need a bad guy to fight the superhero.
Bro, what? Yo.
What?
Necron.
Yeah.
I literally called Leon earlier.
Yep.
And after I saw your stream, and I was like, bro, it was so prophetic how the Cool Table came together. And I was like, look how dope it is that Necron's doing this Darkseid shit. Because I'm like, bro, it's people that like really, really fuck with the new gods and rock out with all that shit. And I was like, it's dope as shit that he's doing that. In the end, bro, you literally just said, I was like, bro, like, that's literally what I called Leon about earlier today and fucking told him about. On my mama.
Oh, man, that's great.
That's crazy, bro.
For Darkseid.
Dude, come on. Darkseid's like the best big bad of all the comics. I mean, and Zack, you know, he was gonna next level that shit, dude. When he got the, do the Nightmare World, dude, it was gonna be like, I mean, I hate to say it, but Superman's gonna be Darkseid's bitch for 10 years. 10 years, dude. Hunting down Batman, the Flash, who else? Cyborg, Deathstroke, the Joker, dude. It's gonna be fire. I gotta stop saying like they let gold go. The gold's still on the table. It's just who has the cojones to cash it in. That's all it takes.
There you go.
Who's gonna cash this gold in? Who's gonna do it? But a little off subject, but not really. I'm looking here at my live Twitter trending. Both of these hashtags are beating Restore. Both. And anyone can go and look this up themselves. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I know how
they be trying to, bruh. They be trying to play my shit like we slouches over here, bro.
I'm like,
they be trying to play that first hashtag, y'all.
I'm like,
y'all see it. Y'all see it out there. Y'all
It's right
see
here.
the slander. Yeah, I mean,
but we were told nobody cared. Nobody cared about Cell.
No.
They cared about Restore.
Nobody cares about those hashtags.
Yeah, well,
They're
apparently,
dumb. They're useless. You're wasting your time.
as I experienced in the real world.
Who said that's called analytics?
The real world wants this to be the thing.
He said in real time.
Yes.
What, they'll fuck them up. What. I'm gonna do my
Why you hating like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Fuck himself, but you probably.
I was looking at that, I was like, wait a minute. I know,
Not like us.
Cell was like kicking ass, the Cell Snyderverse to Netflix. But then I was like, wait a minute. Cell ZSJL to Netflix is kicking ass too. And it's kicking more ass, dude. So these two hashtags are fire. This is what people are getting behind. You can say whatever you want. You ain't living in the real world. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. This is, if you have a brain, this is the only logical path forward. They told us to hit bricks. We said, cool. We'll take our bricks over here, and cash them in with people who want to do it. And, they're like trying. I get it. It's not an easy thing to get a major IP, but if there's money to be made, it's going to get figured out. It's just,
I agree.
And we do have one real life villain, and we know who he is, and we know he is trying to put out his bum ass movie and trying to make everybody forget about, Mr. Henry Cavill. And that's our villain.
Try showing up the Comic-Con villain.
Yeah, the Claw, or what were we? Colonel Sanders and all that is the real villain between. He's the villain.
It's just lunacy.
I know we're not supposed to, so I'm not going to say names, but he's the one who's trying to put the kibosh on all this, and it's going to be a great day. I know, I'm not being positive. I don't care. When this movie flops hard, And they're gonna realize, damn, we got to do this if we want to make money off of this stuff, because this is what people really want.
Or when the series, that little animated series flops, right? Doesn't get.
Oh no, yeah, that.
Which we got another trending day coming up on 12/5, and we about to smack that shit out the podcast.
Damn, that's like the
what?
That's the Batman and Robin meme, man.
Yeah.
Oh, someone needs to put that on there, man. Just that Batflick slapping the shit out of them, man. Shut up, you know. No one care about your monsters. Man, I'm done. It was just so cool to have a real world experience that wasn't. It was totally organic and authentic, and it makes you just really know this is what the world wants out there, man. So don't let them make you feel stupid. Don't tell them like, oh, why you care about that. It's a thing. It's a thing. And it's going to happen. And things only happen because people get behind it. You know why? Because it's called hype. You don't get into something that there ain't no hype to it. So, yes, there's hype. You got to have hype. God, what's only hype? Leon, you killed them with that. I don't know, man. I think that dude needed a tombstone after that conversation, because I was like, what? No kidding.
Hey, guys, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
I have to give a shout out to Adrian Hajvasi over there on X. Ever since you came out with this hashtag, every single day, he's been promoting it.
Yeah, it's true.
Every day.
Shout out to Adrian, yo.
Shout out to Adrian Hajvasi.
Ever since Sky, me, okay, and Adrian. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Every single day. He's never missed a day.
I do have one more thing. Maybe you talked about it because I came in a little late. Our boy Josh Herrera. You put in the work.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely shout out to Josh Herrera. If he's still in the chat, I don't know if he's still here.
Nah, I don't know.
I know he's dealing with things and all that, but
yeah.
He'll see this on replay eventually.
Yeah.
But I just want to let him know we love you, dude, and what you do for the movement.
For sure,
Love you, man. Love you, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
And thank you for saying that. I'll make sure that you send the homie a voice note. You dig? Leon, bro, we gotta close out soon because I do gotta go. But what's your last thoughts, man?
Bruce.
Bruce Vane.
Bruce Vane.
That's right.
Man, I will keep it brief because I know you gotta go. But I've been laying the smack down this entire conversation, so we get it. We get it. We're hyped, guys, right? Today is a hype, right? The hype is alive. Saith the mother box.
The mother box.
You know what I mean? So
the mother box is ready,
guys. Yeah, man. Did you complete the conquest? Yeah. Shout out to everybody who showed up and showed out today. This has been crazy. This has been amazing. Shout out to Austin and his work. Shout out to Necron. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to everybody on the panel for showing up and showing out. You know, you guys, without you guys, this is not possible. I just wanted to say this briefly about fans, right? And about fandoms. So I know that, when it comes to YouTube and doing content, people get a little bit, they're used to the culture of the way content works. You come in and everybody's having a discussion and then people talk shit. Over here, sometimes it gets a little bit cultish and we don't give a fuck because this is what it's about. Like, we are a fandom. Like, you don't go to a Star Wars theme show that's celebrating Star Wars, probably the original ones, right? And then start talking shit about Star Wars, like, and don't expect somebody to come and smack you in the back of the head. Like, that's kind of goofy. If you're not into Star Wars, exit, right? Like, I don't understand. If we're just having a normal little conversation about entertainment and then Zack Snyder's the topic, sure, come through, have your criticisms, whatever. And I'm not even policing people. I'm just saying, like, the natural culture of things and the order of things and common sense, right? So I don't know. I don't go to, like, a My Little Pony channel and start saying how this shit sucks. Like, what do you want? Ponies? Shut the fuck up. Like, everybody in that chat would jump my ass. Rightfully so. Why am I there? If I don't like My Little Pony, what the hell am I doing there? Like, do you not have a life? Like, I don't know. So the point that I'm making is this is a celebration. This is love. You know, the hype is real because we're here hyped. The hype is real because we were discussing hype. The hype is real because it trended. An AI algorithm ran by Twitter, X, told everybody that there was hype. You know, the breakdown of events from beginning when Sky, that fateful day, told everybody hashtag sells ZSJL to Netflix and described why this was the new move. This was the correct move, the effective move from here on out, guys. Let's rock out with it. And globally, people got on board with this. We've done this shit for over a year now. And we've had, say again?
Almost 2
years now. And we've had homies from Mexico pull up. We've had homies from Brazil. We've had coverage from like nerd
United
and geek
Kingdom
platforms. Say again?
The UK. We had homies from
The
pull
UK.
up. People
Like,
from
this
India
isn't something
pulling up. Like, yo, all over the world.
Yeah. This isn't something in the corner of YouTube type of situation. This nerd, geek, entertainment, sci-fi conversation is semi-niche anyway, and as far as the engagement of it all, right? Like, the engagement and conversation of it is niche. The existence of it is not. Like, the regular working class citizen isn't pulling up to like every fucking YouTube channel and twerking and we hype. That's stupid. We do the groundwork. The executives have spoken. You know, I almost want to go in order, but I'll say the legacy media platforms like Forbes have literally spoken about us several times. I think 5 to my knowledge, maybe more, have talked about sell Snyder versus Netflix, sell ZSJL to Netflix, right? That conversation. We've had geek platforms of many, like Screen Rant, I forget the Gamer Rant, all these different types of geek sites discuss the conversation, right? We've had journalists go up to Zack Snyder and ask him to his face about it. He's replied, I would love to do it. We had Skywalker the Jedi, my man to the top left, right? The Superman of the cell movement, the guy who came up with the freaking idea. We've had him ask Zack Snyder before a journalist. And Zack Snyder, in a long way, said, yes, I want to continue the Snyderverse. I would love for it to be continued on a third-party platform, right? We've had executives, Scott Stuber, Netflix Films, flat out call us out, which prompted me to then name the actual fandom. Because before we were just running around and call them Cell Boys or hashtag Cell, right? When Scott Stuber said a certain segment of Zack Snyder's fandom want this thing, he highlighted us specifically and discussed it. I was like, man, I remember I think I was on the phone with Scott like right after that, and I was like, man, we're Zack Snyder Cell Movement. That's what we are. That's the name. Zack Snyder Cell Movement. So look, man, the hype is there. It's always going to be there. There's ebbs, there's flows. You know, when you come to these platforms and we're celebrating, just fucking join in. If not, shut the fuck up. As for everybody else, continue to rock out like you've been doing. You're doing a great job. The mother box has noticed. Scott Stuber has noticed. Zack Snyder has noticed. Forbes has noticed. We have noticed. You have noticed. We're all on fucking notice. You know who else about to be on notice? These haters. Because they better hope this shit doesn't happen. Because you think I'm a fool. Now, I'm on your neck. You understand? I feel like we've already won. I'm good. Like, doing this and being hyped and partying out, rocking out, flying out to locations and rocking out with the fan and rocking out with Zack Snyder, his wife, going to events. That shit's all fun. I just do this on my own dime and don't lose a blink of sleep and don't lose much out of my pocket. I'm good. I'm good. They better hope this doesn't happen. Because it's a wrap. What they gonna say then? Right? Now, lastly, Sky, thank you for continuing to do this, because your passion got us here, bro. And that cannot be understated. Wow, because you named people without even naming people when you describe how the fan reacted. I was one of the main ones. I trended hashtag fire James Gunn. I was one of the biggest people to trend that. Oddly enough, my platform ain't even that big, but an idea is powerful. You understand? My platform and my account were on several articles with hashtag fire James Gunn at the New Geeks. People were like, what the fuck? Who's this guy? And everybody kind of joined in, right? Ideas are powerful. Sky had a better, more powerful idea while we were all angry. And I'm calling myself out because I was one of the main ones. Sky had a better idea because he was just as angry, but he used his anger productively. He was mulling this idea over for a week. He and I had conversations back and forth. I didn't have an idea of exactly what he was coming up with until like the day, the night, I think a couple of evenings before, or the evening before. And we had a deep conversation. We still didn't know about like any hashtag per se. He dropped the hashtag that day that we all saw. Within a matter of moments, I thought about how crazy that shit gets with the algorithm and how, fractious people be acting. And hashtag Zack Snyder versus Netflix was attached to his hashtag ZSJL to Netflix. So this is all beautiful. Thanks to you, Sky, for never giving up and continuing to utilize your passion, your optimism towards things like this, man. So shout out to you. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the panel. Much love. Hey, can't ask for more, except for, Snyderverse getting sold. Do that.
Appreciate that, Brody. For sure.
Absolutely, man.
Yo, I will be having to end the stream after my thoughts, unfortunately, because I do have to go, but I do want to get this out. It's funny, right? When this whole thing started, another reason why I'm cool with whatever the outcome is, right, is that we've done all that we can to truly try to get this done in a positive way and to do something new and to do something different, right? And the entire time that we've been doing this, we've faced numerous obstacles that I feel that didn't have to be there. They were placed before us, placed beside us, and through all that, we're still here. We've done nothing but continue to march on, and we haven't missed a beat. And we started with a lot more people, kind of surrounding us. But I think that as things started to shift, we started being surrounded by the right people, right? And there are ways in which we've achieved what we have now that would not have been so had some of these other things been attached to what we were doing. I truly think that how we are operating now, even though we're doing the same thing with the team that we have around us now, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. There is no obstacle that we can't overcome. We've seen it. We've seen people try to literally destroy everything that we built. You've had people who thought that they were way more important than the idea, and they left and tried to take everything with them, including stuff that did not belong to them. because it belonged to all of us, right? We've continued while other people have mocked what we've done, and tried to throw us off of our game. None of that has worked to this day. None of these people can come up with a great idea about why this is not the best idea, or why this can't work. All they try to say is that it just won't happen, or that, hey, it's they name something that that does not match with reality, or it does not match with what we know. It doesn't match with what the execs at Netflix were saying. It doesn't match with the fact that you've had Zaslav and other people over at WBD being open about how much that they want to license stuff, and them even licensing DC stuff to other platforms. But yet, whenever it's Netflix, it don't make no sense. It's like all these arguments, right? Instead of just getting down with what we were doing, that's been the case this whole time. There's been nothing but moving of the goalposts and just, hey, we're just gonna roll with whatever because we want to keep these other options open. Well, the algorithm don't agree with you, right? I didn't say that. Skynet did.
The mother box.
Like, yo, I've continued to say, we feel that this is the only viable option. We have laid out all of the reasons why we feel that that it is the most viable option. Forbes has laid it out about why it's the most viable option. But yet people still want to come in here and act like this shit just ain't the case. This is why the media is failing. This is why that shit just happened. Y'all know what I'm talking about, and why everybody's sitting there wondering what the fuck happened. And oh my God, how did this happen? It's because you fucking lie to everybody. And you try to make people like shit that they don't like. You try to force them to engage with shit that they don't want to engage with. You try to push out anything that goes against your narrative, even if it goes with reality. So no, man, no, we will not be deterred. We not stopping shit that we doing. We gonna continue to move forward. We gonna keep rocking out, going further, keeping these conversations going, and being honest. I didn't say that it's Netflix or nothing. The AI did.
Wow. Yeah.
Facts.
That tells you something.
Yep.
Nah, man. I'm not going to continue to sit here and act like this shit ain't viable, bruh. We're way past that part of the conversation. Whether or not you want to say whether it'll happen or not, okay, that's cool. Cool. Because we can argue about that, because I can say that I think it's going to. You can say that it's not. Hey, but time will tell who is right about that. But in terms of the idea not being viable, y'all know more than Forbes. Does anybody in here know more business than Forbes? Don't come in here trying to talk business.
Not business.
Nah, man. Look, this has been a wonderful stream. I do have to get out of here. I got a Zack Snyder hour coming soon because I heard Zack going downhill, but I just heard he got a new LAPD movie.
Yeah, he's on his last legs, guy.
Can I say one thing, Scott?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
It's just real short. Do not take your business advice from someone who's getting yelled at by their mom because they didn't want to drive. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo,
that's a throwback.
That shit is crazy.
Damn.
Business, bro. Business.
Business.
Right? Talking big business, bro.
Mama bear.
Yeah, those are the actual factuals.
The actual
Right?
factuals.
Look at this. Frank C says Zaz have just licensed out inside the NBA crew to ESPN, starting with the bruh. No,
Come
it don't
on.
matter though. But it
Bro,
don't matter though.
that's such a dope move, by the way. But also, and I said that, by the way. I said that on a stream that they should do that.
But it don't matter, bro.
Don't implode it. But yeah,
The sale ain't viable. I don't care how many Forbes articles we get, bro. We have that up, bro. It don't matter, bro. It don't
Scott,
matter.
how many times I gotta tell these people that Zaz Lab pulling up, popping the trunk,
Selling
and he's
niggas.
slanging them shit out the back, man. He's slanging the CDs out the back, bro.
Bruh,
Oh,
next,
you bringing back memories, man.
next, we need a article from Business Insider, right? we gotta get Business Insider.
Forbes ain't enough.
Forbes
Twitter
ain't enough, bro.
Journalists
I guess
aren't enough. Zach ain't
Forbes-
enough.
Forbes don't know enough about money, bro. Forbes don't
Yeah.
know nowhere near enough about money. But
Right.
anyway, look, I gotta go, man, because I really gotta get out of here. I'm about to just end this stream, and y'all have a good one. Ain't no outro video this time. You
Bang.
dig? Peace. A booyaka, booyaka, yeah, bitch.
Bang.
We out.